It takes a lot these days to build a great team, and once you do, it's even more challenging to keep that team in place. If you can't settle for turnover of your best people, stay tuned. In this video, I'll show you the way to build and retain a high-performing team. Here we go. There's one thing a leader can't fake. If you really don't care or think you're too busy to build a relationship with your team, the message is coming across loud and clear. I can't emphasize enough how important it is to connect with people as people, just like you, with hopes, fears, needs, weaknesses, and strengths. Now, hang on a minute. You may be thinking, well, yeah, duh, Jane, this is obvious, or it doesn't apply to me. But I guarantee it does, and here's 2 reasons why I know this. You're a high-performing leader, and you hold high standards, and that's a good thing, because high, consistent standards tend to attract the best people. But you don't stop to think the best way to criticize someone's work. You give feedback like you've had to take it all your career. You might say, I'm direct and to the point. That's the best way. Others say, I use the sandwich approach. That works for me. In other words, it's comfortable to give feedback your way. You don't consider tailoring it to personality or different life experiences among team members. I know it's tough to both give and receive criticism. The annual performance review is one time that happens. But what about the rest of the year? How do you treat people as people when you have something negative to say about their work? This is especially important as you're onboarding and building a relationship with new team members. Here's a thought. Why don't you ask them? What if you said something like, I want my feedback to be helpful. So when I want to correct or improve something you're doing, how do you want me to deliver it? Now, they'll probably be surprised because chances are no one has ever been that thoughtful and asked them how they want to receive feedback. If they're struggling with an answer, you could ask it this way. Okay, let's try this. Tell me about a time you got negative feedback and it wasn't helpful. And then step back and listen. When giving feedback on job performance, one size does not fit all. Some employees shrivel at critique. Others may thrive on the direct approach. How feedback is delivered plays a significant role in the manager-employee relationship, so much so that Indeed.com lists seeking a better management relationship as one of the top 5 reasons employees leave their jobs. And by the way, we all know seeking a better management relationship is code for being treated as a real person, not an object to make the boss look good. Here's the second way you don't treat people as people. Instead, you tend to lead in the most comfortable way for you. As high performers, we thrive on success. We naturally shift and look for the next challenge. But achievement can be so addicting that we lose sight of the fact that there's more to life than the work. As leaders on the job or in your family, when we do this, we miss the opportunity to deepen our relationship with the people who matter. When someone is in flow, like when you're at your best and you're feeling your best, that's when they can access their deepest hopes for their career, their family, their whole life. It's a really precious opportunity to connect with people as people, to listen for their heart and what they need and want the most. Did you ever notice that it's on family vacations when you can talk the easiest with your kids, or when they win an important soccer game, they'll open up more? It's the same concept for people at work, because remember, people are people first. Here's something to consider. Instead of spending money on a catered lunch or expensive dinner the next time you're celebrating the end of a project or a key milestone being met, how about spending some time with individual team members over coffee? You're going to thank them, of course, for their work. But what about stepping back and being curious and asking questions like, what are you most proud of? What were the best moments for you in this project? What are you hoping is ahead for you in your career and in life? Then, this might blow your mind, but What if you answered those questions about yourself? It might sound something like this. It was a tough meeting, but I'm really proud that I stood up for the team. The team's worth it to me. Or something like, one of the best moments was seeing how great you handled that budget meeting. Wow, you were spot on. I know you're busy, under enormous pressure, and I've walked in your shoes. When I think about my best team and the ones I struggled with, it was always because I put the work ahead of my relationships with my team. When I prioritized my comfort and convenience over people, I sacrificed their loyalty. If you want to know more, you can watch this video for a full list of 16 reasons why employees choose to leave their jobs. Now, there's one more thing I can't leave out that demonstrates that you're not treating people as people, but as idiots. Now, that's pretty harsh. But when you ask for feedback or ideas, input, suggestions, and you've already made up your mind, you're wasting their time and yours. Guess what? You're not fooling anyone. You lose credibility, you aggravate everyone, and you'll train your best people to withhold their best from you because they don't trust that you really want to hear it. Remember, your team members aren't idiots. They're people just like you. You have a choice. You can build your team or settle for turnover. It all depends on building right relationships, and you can learn more when you check out these videos. Thanks for watching. I'm your mentor, Jane.